Though you will see click to continue and replay buttons in this video, these features are not supported by this format. You may want to pause the video when you see these buttons. If you want these features and the supplemental slides and files that correspond to the video, then enroll in the course at biztricks.us. Let's discuss conversion in more depth. Specifically, I'll discuss implicit and explicit conversion. It was subtle, but Excel converted the string value for true and false into a logical value. When I type true in lowercase and then press enter, Excel converts the text into a logical value. This is called implicit conversion because Excel performs the conversion on my behalf. I'll confirm this conversion by entering a formula. Notice how IntelliSense shows the value in the list. I'll test equivalency with a formula. Now I'll address numbers and strings. Strings are also referred to as text. As I enter characters in a cell, Excel reads those characters and determines if all the characters are number digits or not. If all the characters are numbers, or if Excel can convert the characters into a number, then Excel implicitly converts the value into a number after pressing enter. If there is a non-number character, then Excel implicitly converts the value into text. It is important to note that dates are numbers. I discussed dates in more depth in my prior Excel courses, so I won't talk about them here. Explicit conversion is when I attempt to convert one data type into another. I'll enter a number as text, and then I'll convert it to a number using the value function and an arithmetic multiplication operator. If the conversion produces an error, then it's because not all the characters produce a number. I won't discuss errors in depth in the course, but you can inspect the error.type function for more details. As you can see, the error name is preceded by the pound sign. There are a handful of data type conversion functions in Excel, a sample of which you can see on the screen. But many of the functions are unnecessary because implicit conversion is triggered when applying arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators perform basic mathematical operations on numbers. The reason true times 1 returns 1 and false times 1 returns 0 is because Excel needs to first convert each value to the same numeric data type before it can apply the operator. Thus, Excel will implicitly convert the values before applying the operators. True is converted from a logical data type to a numeric type before multiplication is applied. Excel doesn't explicitly detail its data type precedence in the help files, but it follows a similar pattern to what we see on SQL Server's data precedence page. Though SQL Server doesn't have a Boolean type, the bit type has two values, 0 and 1, which correspond to the converted values for the Boolean type in Excel. So, the logical type is implicitly converted up to an integer to correspond to the data type for the number 1. Once the data types are the same, multiplication is performed. Thus, 1 times 1 is 1. I specifically address data type precedence in my SQL courses. Please check out those courses if you want to learn more. If the conversion doesn't yield a number, then the formula will return an error. Sometimes these implicit conversions are unwanted. This often occurs when I want to keep the leading zeros for a number, or when I need to keep all numeric values for a really long number. An example of leading zeros is if I need to keep postal code values in the United States. As previously stated, Excel implicitly converts values to numbers. If I want to keep the leading zeros, then I need to format the cell as text before entering the value. Alternatively, I could append an apostrophe to the front of the value or use double quotes around the text in a formula. When I deal with shipment tracking numbers, I often run into lengthy numeric values. I'll enter a 16-digit value as text into the worksheet. If I copy the value into the cell below, then I see that Excel drops the last digit and replaces it with a 0. any numeric value greater than 15 digits in length, whether a whole number or a decimal, will have the right side digits replaced with zeros. Again, I'll need to treat these as text to keep what I want. Later in the course, I'll show a way to handle this more easily.